So I'm going to show you how to tighten up a loose axe head. This can be caused from changing weather conditions or just a poorly hung head, in which this case I'm going to be honest and say this is a poorly hung head. It's a recent build, bit of an experiment. I rushed it. It's a bit of a funky eye, but let's not use that as an excuse. So I'm going to show you how to tighten it up, hopefully without the aid of any additional metal wedges or glue. So stay tuned. So first step, hit your handle, make sure you've got a decently flat spot on the fawn's foot, and you can hear the sound change. Once it's bottomed out, you'll hear the sound will change quite drastically, and you'll know you're maxed out. And you'll be able to feel the hammer reacts differently when you're bottomed out on the handle. So we've now created, hang on, there we go. We've now created a little bit of a gap here. We've got about an extra 5mm out of it. And as you can see, I don't know if you can quite see there, but the wedge has just exposed itself a little bit. So we should be able to get a screwdriver in there and just pop it out. So when I do this, what I do is I go along, I just break up the wedge into smaller sections. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that one sunk there. We'll break that into 2. Here we go. And then just pry them out. You can use 2 if you want to. Get one in underneath it and just lift it out like that. Do that for all the sections. You might have to come in from the side, give them a little tap. Get your screwdriver in there and just flick it up like that. So you'll find like this, as you get to the end of them, you'll get a tighter, well, the last few will be tighter, just because obviously it pinches the last one, it'll pinch the thickest one. It's just a matter of getting your tools in there and prying them out. And there we go. It's always quite useful to be able to lever off of another piece of it. When you get to the last one, you'll probably have to move it about quite a bit, get it loose. And just keep tapping it left and right until it starts wiggling out a little bit. And there we go. That's the last one. And there's no wedge left in there. I'll move the camera and you can have a look. So you can see the wedge is now completely out. And so what we're going to do is, I might pop the handle off and just dry fit it a couple of times, make sure everything's okay. But essentially what we're going to do is we're going to replace that wooden wedge with a slightly thicker wooden wedge, probably about 1/3 as thick, and make sure it's seated fully down where it needs to be. And that'll make a big, big difference. Then Hear the noise change? Yeah, that's it. That's bottomed out. So, this looks very thick on the camera, but it's not that thick. So, this has got to be quite a thick wedge because it's got quite a shallow eye in this head. It should just do the job. I might make it a touch thinner. Same principle again. We want to strike the wedge, and you'll hear the sound change as it gets seated. That's not too shabby at all. We've got a lot of contact there. I don't think that's going to be coming out soon. Very nice. Nice snug fit. Job done. Let's go test it. No chance. So for those wondering where this axe came from, it's actually a modified head that I've done. I've done quite a few like this. This one's sort of a mimic of the Braids Woodsman at approximately £3.5. I cut it from I think £4 datum pattern, and yeah, it's come out really nicely.